how are we going to read our boxes? Sometimes we have things that we're like, well, what does this even mean?
Yeah.
So the first number is always going to be our level. Okay, this is going to be the one where it determines our lightness, darkness. Then our second number is going to be our major tone. So whatever the second number is, that's going to be the most tone that we're going to see is going to be that second number, or this number after that slash. The second number here is going to be our minor tone. That's going to be the one where it's going to be subtle hints and light, light subtle hints. Like if we have like a gold violet, it's going to be kind of like beigey, right? It's going to give us like that beautiful tone. So just knowing how to read them in that order. And then we have one that's pure tone. So pure tone is our mixed master line, right? But it doesn't have a number. So all it has, it doesn't have like a level. All it has is our pure tone. Mm-hmm. So that where we have to really consider tonal dominance of the darker tones dominating. We really have to consider that when we're using mixed master and we're doing our formulas. And then we have our intense line. So our intense line, it still has our major tone, but our major and minor tones are the same. So this isn't a level 33, it's an intense violet at a level 3. Mm. So it's going to be that real violety brown. It's going to look almost black to some people. It's going to look really beautiful though. And
level 3 and 2 violet.
Mm-hmm. And then the next one we have our lift series. Our lift series, this is signified by 100. So this is going to be our lift series where it lifts up to 5 levels. And we'll talk a little bit more about this and how we can utilize it with our creative mixtures and such. So that's why it was important to see those ones, because the numbers gave it up. The letters were confusing, right?
Yeah.
Because we don't really use letters that much. But the numbers is what's going to tell us, okay, the first tone was a 7, that's green. The second tone is a 1, that's blue. So that's how we'll distinguish it when we're looking at our boxes.
8 and 7 is ash.
8 is calibrated ash.
Like cool.
7 is green or matte. But it's green. But it's not ash though.
Sometimes when you use 8, like this number, it turns like orangey.
And I'm going to tell you why it turns orange. Because when we look at here, like let's say for instance, you have somebody at a level 5, mm-hmm. and you used over 8, it wasn't cool enough. So it's just kind of like gonna lift it enough just to expose that underlying pigment, because it doesn't have enough tone to cancel it out.
Yes.
Because it's not designed for that.
Yes.
It's designed to help cool it down.
Yes.
And to give extra cool
It
results.
needs
That's
more
exactly
blue.
why. Because you'll notice it turning orange.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. But more blue to cancel the red.
Right. And I think that once formulating and knowing once we go over how much to add into there, I think it'll be a little bit easier to know, oh, okay, well, this is how much I need to put in there.
Yeah.
And it'll help cancel those underlying tones. But the guest that she had the other day, we're going to deal with a lot of people where their underlying pigment is going to pull so much orange, we're not going to have any control over that. Yeah. Other than adjusting our formula in advance and then toning it down if we see more warmth. Test strands too.